because I would have heard of it.
Oh boy.
Percival Pointer. Yes. Good old... So, what do you reckon?
I didn't
See the murderer?
I don't know, maybe. We still need...
That is not
I'm not touching
information we're
anything.
willing to share at this time.
I'm just saying.
I'm not touching it.
I'm not
Keep an
touching
eye on
anything.
him. Holds on to a lot of bitterness, does old Pointer.
It's just playing
Just
through.
because he's always struggled
Yeah, I know, but
to
it was
support
skipping.
his family.
I think they were cutting each other off.
Pathetic, really.
And how long have you known him?
Over 35 years.
Childhood friends? Rivals?
Don't know if I'd do him the honor of considering him my rival.
Ask him about him.
You're
I'm sure
the
this will
one
be great.
Currently basking in his presence. You tell me.
Let's move on.
Go.
I'm commonly skilled as an
Go,
artist.
Sally.
But Freya was so much
really like
more
her.
than
Yeah.
a talent. She helped me
It's a
get
great
started
cast.
with my own painting, you know. It taught me
Is it a
what she knew
cast
about
if they're-
wood carving, too. Tremendous patience.
If they're not real people?
She was ever so good with
There's still
dear
cast
Flora.
characters.
Freya and Flora were close?
Oh, yes, especially recently.
How are you related to Freya?
Somewhat distantly, as it happens. My father, Lord Fellow, was her grandfather. Technically, that makes her a fellow. Let's just say there was some discussion over whether she ought to carry the name at all. There's a family tree in the Grand Hall. You should take a look at it.
We've taken a look
What
at it
about
several
her
times.
We've done it a couple
inheritance?
times.
Freya's parents died when she was around 3 years old. She came to live here shortly afterwards.
Nobody left her a thing?
I'm afraid not. She had no formal claim over anything at Tangle Tower. Penelope seems to have really settled into a groove. She struggled a bit when she was younger, always a little estranged.
How come?
Well, she was mostly raised by her uncle, and he really only makes time for his own daughter. Now, of course, she's bringing the two families together through her marriage. It's a nice gesture, heartfelt, but futile.
Okay.
My daughter Fiona, our little burgeoning genius.
Yeah, she is.
You've met her?
We did. She's going
Everybody.
by Fifi these days.
So I've heard. I asked her some weeks ago, what's wrong with your real name? She told me, get this, she wanted a name with an even number of syllables. She makes up the strangest things when she's under pressure.
What makes you think she made that up?
I happen to know the real reason she prefers Fifi over Fiona.
Do tell.
Oh, yeah?
It's what Freya called her.
Oh.
Okay, well that makes sense.
Fitz? I don't trust him. He's slippery. Never commits to anything. Brain like an onion.
An
Wait, what?
onion.
Did you two have an argument?
No.
got layers?
But
I
my
don't-
daughter doesn't like him at all. And I trust Fiona's judgment entirely. She's a very vigilant young woman.
Huh. Fifi doesn't like Fitz?
Poppy's a good friend to my daughter. Always has been. I think they get on well because they're so different.
Different, like how?
Poppy is, she's quite introspective, good with feelings. Fiona, not so much. Still, Poppy always seems to be sulking about something.
The heavy, heavy price of emotional intelligence.
Okay.
There's something about Felix's painting supplies.
Oh my god.
Finally.
We might get it now.
Suspicious.
Finally. Why
Let's
here?
ask him about it.
why, never mind.
I don't know.
Something triggered it.
Are you ready?
I'm very ready.
So, about this paint we found in your room.
Nothing suspicious about it. I
not your
used
paint.
it to paint, obviously. Totally normal thing to do.
We never
Freya's
said
paint.
it was suspicious.
Come on then, out with it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
Would you care to
It's
make
not your paint pot.
It's not your paint pot. Did you take it from somewhere else?
Freya's paint pot.
What on earth? It's definitely mine. I even have proof.
It's like one of the first
Look,
clues.
The lid matches the ones on all my other paint pots. End of discussion.
That's not the end of the discussion.
We need a clue to compare with Felix's red paint. Something to prove who it actually belongs to.
Which one is it? Which one is it?
I mean, it could be painted model, or Freya's paint
Which
set.
one?
Oh, do Freya's paints, I guess.
Let's take a closer look at
Because
this.
that shows both. Yes. Still on its face of it? Yep.
Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it.
That red paint is from Freya Supplies, not yours. Swapping the lids doesn't hide what you did.
Why are you bothering me about paint anyway?
Okay, this
None
is
of
what I don't know.
connected to your murder.
Sally, you got something?
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
I think it's the
Blood.
blood. Was filled up with, so it should be the red paint pot. The red paint pot was filled up with blood. Swap those two. Oh, it was used to fill up. I'm sorry.
Blood
My bad.
was used to fill
No,
up
that's not right.
this red paint pot before Freya used it to paint Flora. Nope.
Nope.
Empty bullets. Red paint. Before Freya used it to paint Flora.
That doesn't sound right either.
This red paint
Nope.
pot had been emptied of all its
But I mean, these are
red
true.
paint
It's-
before
it's
Freya
got-
used it
it's-
to paint Flora.
What are we trying to do?
Not right.
We're trying to.
Freya didn't actually have red paint in her pot. It was something else, blood.
Was somehow filled with blood before Freya.
This
There
red
we go.
paint pot was somehow filled with blood before
getting
Freya
there.
used
I had
it
to
to
think
paint
about the order in
Flora.
which it needed to be.
All three
Oh,
things were
That,
true.
That's definitely something. Right. Fine. Here's the story.
Yep.
I was busy working on
Give it.
A project
A
when
blood
I
project?
suddenly realized I had run out of red paint. There was a certain amount of time pressure, so I politely asked Freya if I could borrow hers. Just for a little while, you know. Perfectly reasonable request.
But she said no.
But red paint.
I tried to
blood.
explain why I needed it, but she didn't seem to care. So...
But why did you need it?
Well, I took Freya's red paint pot and swapped it with my own empty one.
You went into her room?
Not my proudest moment, but it's just paint. I didn't touch anything else.
And the paint pot you left behind was definitely empty?
Quite. I have absolutely no idea how it got blood in it, if that's what you're asking.
That is what
Why
I'm
were
asking.
you in such a hurry to get a hold of red paint anyway?
Also that.
I was trying to finish this in time for Flora's birthday. I needed red to paint the final details.
Could you not have just used a different color?
Out of the question.
The bird,
It had
yeah.
to
Yep.
be red and white.
If you managed to finish it, why haven't you given it to Flora yet?
Well, I decided against it in the end. After what happened, seemed a bit insensitive.
All we have is Laura left the
I have
doesn't
questions.
talk.
I have so many questions. Okay.
Alright, people.
Anything we should know? Any hobbies? Besides
Silence.
staring out the window?
Silence.
We spoke to Hawkshaw. I assume she didn't get anything out of you either. I bet that really ticked her off.
You know the guy in the other tower? Weird astronomy professor guy?
Can you see him from your window? Can he see you?
We met Felix, your husband.
said
He's
that
one of our
before.
suspects,
Yep.
and he seems pretty suspicious if you ask me. So, if you want to stick up for him, now's your chance.
Nice try.
Nothing.
Were you close with Freya? How are you two related? Did you kill Freya?
Grimoire!
I don't even think she's listening.
Oh, she's listening.
She's absolutely
That's
listening.
all she's doing.
What do you know about Penny?
I can't really imagine those two being friends, to be honest.
You never know.
We spoke to your daughter, Fifi. She's some kind of super intelligent scientist. You must be proud of her.
Yep.
Do you and Fitz have anything to do with each other? Other than your initials? You and Poppy get
Lastly.
along?
Is it up or down? Up.
Nothing.
Is it up or down?
Shocker.
What is it?
Grimoire, what could you possibly be writing down?
Oh no, I gave up making notes ages ago. Now I'm just doodling in the margins.
Ugh.
Alright.
Alright, now we are officially out.
Out. No.
Now we're officially out.
No.
I have no idea.
What is that?
It's
I think
the
it's a family
freaking
tree.
Family tree thingy. No.
Yep. Freya.
Freya Fellow.
The murder victim.
She's barely related to the main family at all. Fiona Fellow.
So you're doing this because he
She's
mentioned
one of
this, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So now I'm just
Fitzfellow.
clicking on everybody's names.
Oh, what
We
else
met
is
him.
people?
He's one of the suspects.
Let's see.
Flora Remington.
We met her. She's one of the suspects.
Richard.
The one and only.
Primrose.
Primrose Remington.
She's missing.
I guess she doesn't live here anymore.
Poppy Pointer. We met her. She is one of the suspects. Penelope Pointer. We met her. She is one of the...
I don't know what to do here.
A door.
Oh, what's behind it?
A room.
Thank you.
So
Did we click
helpful.
anything in here?
Finally, we get to investigate
It's
him.
not that
Don't
smooth.
ruin this.
Oh.
Finally, we get
It's
to...
not
Don't
that.
ruin this.
Yep.
No,
So
go ahead.
this.
Alright, go back to the...
I don't know what to do.
So she's got the beetles, but we don't know why she's got
It's
the
a little
beetles.
glass
And it's
box.
empty.
I think it's a vivarium.
Come again?
See the leaves and twigs in there?
Yeah.
Might have been for keeping insects.
All the insects books are missing.
Yep.
Do you think this was always supposed to be a bedroom?
I don't know. It is kind of a weird shape.
No windows either. Do you think this was
I don't know.
No windows either.
This is problematic.
So Hawkshaw was looking after...
We've got a suspicion for everybody except Pointer.
Well, let's go see Pointer then.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go check out Pointer. Because there's still something up with that beetle, right?
Well, yeah. But we're missing something because
And we
obviously,
asked him everything.
yeah, we're missing something somewhere.
I think he is looking up for it.
It's a chart of the solar. Which planet are you from, Sally? It's tidier than my desk. The notebook is untouched.
So, even the most well-used notebook.
A spy
They're in
clock?
very good condition.
A bell jar.
What do people
Other
normally...
than bells?
So now we're stuck.
It's tidy on the notebook.
So, even the most well-used
He's got a little,
notebook.
whatchamacallit, like Hawkshaw does on his telescope.
Every astronomy tower needs a telescope.
Yeah.
I want to try.
What?
Did we not click the
No.
telescope?
We didn't.
I wonder how many other things we've
It's
missed.
that little plant Flora
wanna hear
keeps
it.
on the
If
window
that's
ledge.
like the kind of
Don't you
things.
think it would fall off? In the wind.
Maybe it's glued down.
You can see right into Flora's room.
That's creepy.
Not by accident.
I can see Flora, but she's not looking this way. She's looking up.
So we can see this room
Behind
from
her
a different...
is the back side of the easel holding Freya's unfinished painting. I can't really see anything behind it. Not from this angle.
But he could see into the
He
room.
could.
I can just about see the gramophone. I can see the doorway. It leads into the hall. The door itself is on the floor, knocked off its hinges.
Okay, now I have a thing to
So
ask.
I had a weird...
Hold on. I think we might have missed something.
Oh, it tells you?
Okay, so this must be important.
Is that a window?
I think it is.
Is there another room upstairs?
Is there another room above Flora's
That's
room?
right, because the eye was above the...
We should check that next time we're over
Yeah.
there.
Okay, now we're
Isn't this supposed to be an astronomy
Good
telescope?
more?
I'm pretty sure you need to see the sky for astronomy to work.
I can't move it.
Oh, so it's fixed on Flora's
I
room.
think this is just how it's set up.
That's
That's...
creepy.
That's...
There's something
Yeah,
about
there's...
Hunter's astronomy habits.
I love how we look through his telescope and go, hey.
Let's ask him about it.
Yeah, let's ask him
Yeah,
about that.
I would ask him.
Hey, buddy.
Say,
Hey, pal.
for sure.
So, Professor, what interests you about astronomy exactly?
It's not a matter
believe
of
we didn't
being
click on the
interested.
freaking
It's
telescope.
tall,
Once you
it's
expand
quiet.
your mind to the wider universe, it cannot
always doing
be
this.
expanded.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe we didn't.
And how
click on the freaking
long have you
telescope.
been an astronomer?
I really don't like to give exact values unless
makes
I'm
me worried
sure
that
I
we
can
missed other
quantify
things.
them.
Convenient.
Why do you ask me these things?
I have a theory about you, Professor.
But now we have another room.
Go on.
If we can get into it.
You're not really interested
We're
in
gonna try
astronomy at
That
all.
locked room.
We're gonna try.
What could you possibly mean by that?
I think you're interested in a slightly different field of research.
Gold bugs. Gold bugs. Do we have the gold bugs?
I don't have time for tiny, insignificant insects.
What was it doing
My
in the room?
studies focus only on the inconceivably large and the unimaginably far away.
Yeah,
Right.
across the house.
That's why you like using your telescope so much.
Yes, naturally. My little
Spying on
portal into
Flora,
another
that's so creepy.
world.
So weird.
Yeah, about that.
All right.
It's actually looking at the crime scene. Because somebody broke it.
Pointer's telescope was actually looking at the crime scene and not up at the sky.
Yeah, and we can't move it.
First, you accuse me of
Yeah.
being a lowly entomologist.
Whoa,
Now
whoa.
you're accusing me of what?
I was almost an
spying?
entomologist.
Are you spying?
Why would I need to spy on
I'm so glad you're
Flora?
not.
Why?
We would
Bugs
not
are
have been
cool.
together.
Golden
Bugs
beetle
are
specimen.
Bugs are
cool.
And it's
disgusting.
made you paranoid. You think somebody stole it from you.
Might not have been Flora you were spying on. Might have been Freya.
It's a very precious specimen.
Yep.
Incredibly rare.
Made of
valuable in ways
gold-ish.
you could never understand. Freya
And
was
it
always
screams.
sneaking around. Both towers and in the gardens too. She was definitely up to something.
So, this next question is important. You were looking to Flora's room around the time of the murder. Did you witness the crime, Professor?
Yes,
No,
I did it.
I didn't. When I looked into
Where's the
room,
damn confession?
Flora was already lying on the floor.
Flora?
Wait.
You mean Freya?
No, Flora. She was lying by the window. I couldn't see Freya at all. It was fairly dark, and the telescope isn't at a very good angle. That's why I decided to head over there myself. I needed
What?
to know what was going
Flora
on.
was on the floor.
This changes your statement, doesn't it?
No, everything I told you in my statement was true.
Apart from the reason you left your tower in the first place.
Right.
He lied.
What is this?
Nope.
Let's go over what we know about the crime scene.
Let's go now.
There is another room. There's another room.
Oh, this is the
Freya
beginning.
was definitely up to something.
Something to do with the statue in the garden, I think.
Yes.
Yes.
Maybe we should go back and check.
Go to the garden.
You want to go to the garden now
something.
instead of the second room?
We're here.
Okay.
There's a prompt for it.
Dun, 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 dun. What is
Oh.
that? What? That's new.
This wasn't here before.
Thank you, Sally.
That means there's someone
What
else here.
is it?
It's a little wooden toy. Looks kind of like a crab.
Crab with a
There's a note
Pond.
stuck to the back.
or an island.
What does it say? Grimoire?
Crab with multiple feet. It's a Rorschach. Why is it a Rorschach?
What?
A wooden toy of some kind. A layer of dark ink lays beneath a sheet of glass. This is my new friend. He likes music. Simple melodies will move his soul. Best of luck, you two. Freya.
I have questions.
But Freya's dead. We know Freya's dead.
Yep.
Is that not actually Freya?
I don't know.
What do you think? Is it really from her?
How can it be?
Yeah. That doesn't
Why
make
don't we
sense.
check the handwriting with Freya's diary?
Good idea. Hold on.
Well,
It's a perfect match.
Maybe she.
oh, it's confirmed.
Maybe
we
she
have a ghost
wrote it
helping
before
us.
she died, but someone else
Let's
just put it
keep
down
this
here.
to ourselves for now.
But how would she know about us two?
Maybe she doesn't mean us to.
What
Maybe
about
she
the
means two
little
other
wooden
people.
toy thingy?
Maybe we can put it to
Maybe
some
it's
kind
like
of
Fifi
use.
and Poppy. What? Wait a minute. Are there chapters?
It's just a new chapter. Calm down.
Yes, has this all just been one chapter?
Yeah. We have been struggle busing.
I'm still not sure about
Should we take another look?
Okay. I think this has to
come
be
back.
used with the thing. Alright. So back here. I'm gonna get this taken care of. Crime scene.
We know a little more about the crime scene now. So, what do you think? Was Freya stabbed by her own painting?
Are they asking us?
I don't know.
No.
Okay, alright. Blood from the paint pot. To hide the evidence?
No, I think this is not a real knife.
What?
I think the scroll through the first set. Used to paint the red tip of Kipo. Was replaced by Kipo. To match. Used to hide. Was used to paint over. Okay, right.
Blood from the paint pot was used to
Yes.
paint the red tip of the painted ink-dipped feather to resemble a bloody knife.
To resemble a blade?
Yeah.
I don't know if it
I
was
think
to
you're right.
resemble.
Can't decide if I'm disappointed or relieved.
I have a question. Why?
Either it's a very strange coincidence, or somebody set it up.
Somebody deliberately put blood in the paint pot
Yes.
and hid that feather after the crime. Why? To distract us?
Possibly.
Well, it worked.
Yep.
Possibly.
Flora's the only person who could have hidden the feather, unless someone took it from her.
Let's go over what we do know. The door was locked the whole
Yep.
time.
Yeah.
It stayed locked until Fitz kicked it down. Normally, it can only be opened from the inside. Pointer said he couldn't see Freya from his telescope, but he did see Flora lying by the window.
So whatever got Freya got Flora too?
Except Flora survived. She didn't get a stab wound like Freya did.
Hold on. If there was no
They got
knife,
gassed.
then what did stab Freya?
It could be anything. It might not even be important.
How is it not important?
Right now, I'm less interested in the what, and more interested in the how.
The angle of Freya's wound suggests she was stabbed at a perfect right angle. That is, from directly in front of her. But she was standing right up by the canvas.
Somehow, Freya ended up lying on her back, still perfectly in
We
line
wouldn't
with
know
the
if
painting.
there was a cut in the canvas.
Maybe something went through it.
Through the painting? Wouldn't that leave a hole?
Okay, well, how about this? How do we know Freya was
Okay,
stabbed
so there's no
before
hole.
she fell over? Maybe
Or
her
maybe
being
there's a hole,
stabbed
and
and
we
her
just haven't seen
falling
it.
over are completely unrelated.
Interesting.
Okay.
Let's go up to the new room.
New room now.
I'm super excited for new room.
We're gonna try.
Yep. It doesn't have a lock on it, so that's good.
There's another room. Oh my god.
Oh, this isn't.
This
It's
is
creepy.
cool.
What's that? Just the thing.
It's a statue of a wolf.
you
Ah,
go.
that's what everyone needs up in their attic.
Standing up straight, like a man.
Ah,
You know, there's a name for that.
man wolf.
I know.
It's not quite as dusty as everything else up here. Also, it's not a statue. It's stuffed.
It came alive recently.
What's in
It
that little
killed Freya.
box? I bet it's bones. A skull, at least.
You know, maybe I won't open it. What is that?
Not sure. Some kind of reel?
Looks like it might attach to something.
Huh. It's the real thing.
Yep.
Real thingy.
Fishing
A
rod.
brass reel with a screw at the top. Coiled around the reel is a length of fine red rope.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Nothing catching my interest.
I'm sorry, is this spooky attic boring you?
Kinda.
Just dusty junk.
Somebody was watching.
Where's that light coming from?
Well, it's just daylight, I think. There's a decent gap between those floorboards.
Somebody could see.
Is
that's
that what I
interesting.
think it is?
If Flora was on
Is that
the
what I
ground,
think
then
it is?
maybe she was on the ground. Maybe, like you said at the very beginning, the blood splatter was because she was on the ground, not... Well, you thought she got stabbed in the back,
I don't know.
originally.
Just dusty junk.
Windows up top right now.
Where's that light coming
No, it's
from?
just there's a decent gap between.
And that's all it's gonna show me, right?
Is that what I think it is?
Okay, so somebody could have been up here.
Someone painted out the window.
Do you think it was done recently?
No idea. Either way, it's pretty suspicious.
Huh.
You know about the room above you?
Hey, quick question. If I point up,
You gonna-
does that mean anything?
Real.
Do you know what this
Oh
is?
no. Have to ask everybody about a real thing.
Yep.
Guess not.
Do you know what our crab thing is? We don't actually have the crab thing.
We do. It's just not something we can ask about. Hey,
Why can't we ask about it?
you know what I think this is? I think it's a winch.
What is it?
We don't know. We were really hoping you would.
My friends, shed your hope and let it fall free like sandbags from a hot
Is it
air
a
balloon.
winch?
That's the most depressing idiom I've ever heard.
It's a very small winch if it's a winch.
Wouldn't have to be very big if it's just a small little girl being moved
Winched.
around. Yeah. You're using it to lower and raise yourself somewhere. Hey,
Did you build this?
Fifi.
Is this yours, Fifi?
I do not recognize it. And besides, I would have no use for such a thing. Perhaps it could be used to hang wet laundry?
Was that a joke?
Yes.
I enjoy her. Alright.
Go outside.
We've got someone. We've got something.
We're moving in a direction.
Yeah.
We're in a new chapter.
I don't care if that direction
What is
is
that?
basically nowhere.
I'm not sure. It looks like it attaches to something else.
Why don't you go back and double check the area you found it? Maybe you'll find the rest of the something else.
I'm not so sure about that.
I'm also not so sure about that. It's just covering all my bases.
I don't know what that is.
Me neither.
Me, 3.
Me, 3.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said me too.
Bobby.
Where did you find this?
It was in the attic.
Oh, huh. I forgot we even had an attic.
Hey, did we not ask her about the sheet music?
What? Yeah, we did.
No, I had it.
Yeah, it's mine.
We did.
We
'cause-
listened to the tune.
Yeah.
What was the...
Can you play the tune for us?
Was this the tune that was the same one as the
Sure.
outside?
It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
This is the one that you thought was the same as the front door. Dun, dun, dun. It ends in dun,
But
dun,
now
dun.
it let us do it.
Okay.
But there we go. That's what it needed to do.
Oh, it needed
Piano.
music.
This
Should we
is
do it
the
with all
harp.
the music things?
This is the harp.
That's what all the...
This is the harp.
Why? Oh, the piano icon.
This is the harp.
The piano icon.
Yeah, this is the harp.
So we have to go and do all the music things.
Yes.
Okay. So there was one at the front door,
Yep.
and we have the real thing. So we're doing 2 different things. You want to finish the real thing?
I'm finishing the real
Okay.
thing because I'm here.
I'm excited because there's the direction.
Is that for sewing?
Maybe.
You're useless.
We have no idea.
You're pretty but useless.
I'm interested in this one.
Hey, spy boy.
What's this? Is it a clue?
We don't actually know. But Grimoire picked it up, so now he has to pretend it is.
Yep.
That's how it works.
Okay, that wasn't much. I thought there was going to be more there. Alright, so let's go to the front door. Okay, cool.
What are the other ones? So the doorbell, the piano.
There's birds up front. There's the birds in the bath. This was the tune. Okay. The wind chimes don't make noise.
What was the fourth one?
I don't know what else there was for tunes.
I'm still not sure.
Should we take another look?
It was
Lips?
singing?
Let's come back later.
Who's singing? Oh!
Oh.
Oh!
What? Words! Words, Ginger! Oh, the music.
Yep. I need...
Can we play the correct tape? Damage tape?
Oh, we have to go up to her freaking
We have to
tower.
actually go to the... Yeah, you're right though.
Because the damage
Might be
tape
the
was somebody
crack tape.
singing.
Yeah, but it was also in the water. The crack tape was found right in the water.
No. This one. No, yes, no.
I don't know.
We're gonna do both of them.
What if it's some sort of like you have to play it backwards at half speed?
There it is. There it is.
Creepy. Oh.
Weird.
Oh.
It's someone
Yep.
humming a tune.
Yes,
nice.